For anyone who hopes to become a great NFT trader, it is important to use the right tools for your research. Rarity.tools provides you with all of them. The biggest NFT experts are successful today because they know which tools are better than the others. And there's one such tool that almost all of them recommend. It is called Rarity.tools. This website has an excellent scoring system for NFT rarity and is more accurate than any other NFT tool in the market today. Basically, Rarity.tools will save you a lot of research effort by presenting all the necessary information with just the click of a button. I am going to help you understand exactly how you can make use of its features, so that you can start using this tool for your own research. Rarity.tools uses a specific method to calculate the rarity score of each of the token traits in an NFT collection. It takes 5 critical criteria into consideration for this method. It is very important to know these factors, so please pay close attention now. The first factor is the NFT art itself. As you know by now, there's a high value attached to NFT traits that cannot be copied easily. This is where Rarity.tools comes into play. Collections need to be able to produce specifically scarce features. If these features do not turn out to be very rare, then the collection will not do well in the marketplace. Rarity.tools ranks each of the NFTs in the collection to check their rarity. Rarity.tools also takes into account the founding team of the collection. The more well-known they are, the better it is for the NFTs. A great example of this can be seen in the recent NFT collaboration between The Weeknd, Tom Brady's Autograph, and OpenSea. These brand names are very credible in the NFT industry. That is exactly why their trading cards are selling for thousands of dollars, even though the standard prices for such tokens are usually between $20 and $30. Rarity.tools rightfully placed it accordingly, and that is why the margins for these tokens will be very high in the secondary market. The next thing it considers is the community. Rarity.tools is able to identify which communities are genuine and which are fake. Many NFT traders become victims of fraud due to fake followers, so it is important for them to only choose credible sources. The tool's software can detect bot accounts very easily, so you do not have to worry about any misleading information. The website only includes verified and safe accounts. This way, you can focus only on trading. The fourth factor is the roadmap. Projects that are more active are known to be better. Rarity.tools give special preference to collections that have frequent events and drops coming up in the future. This can be a great way for you to get in on hot NFT drops when they are minted. Usually, high-profile collections sell out within seconds and normal traders always miss out on them. But with Rarity.tools, you get an early eye into the market, and it will help you catch these drops at the right time. The final criteria will include the trading metrics of the NFT collection. This is a very detailed aspect, so I will not cover it in this video. However, you should know that Rarity.tools has all the trading metrics already loaded into its server. It makes sure that you do not have to look at 10 different trading charts to understand a small volume movement. All of this work is already done for you in this tool. NFT flippers who do not fully understand trading metrics can also get involved. Now, I am going to give you a tutorial on how to look up the rarity of an NFT with Rarity.tools. In order to explain this process better, I will just mention the process that used to evaluate a single NFT, keeping in mind that it is also part of a larger collection. You can use the same logic for any kind of NFT that you want to check out. First, I will go to the OpenSea website and find the NFT collection that I am looking for. Once I find it, I will click on the icon of the exact NFT that I want to evaluate. Now, I will open another browser tab and go to Rarity.tools. In the search bar in the top left section, I will type the name of the NFT collection that I am looking for. While doing so, make sure that what you are typing matches the exact text of the collection on OpenSea. Avoid even the smallest spelling mistake. Next, on the OpenSea page, I will look at the menu underneath the NFT picture. Then I will click on the down arrow next to Details. The second item that I see listed will be the token ID. Now, if I hover over the token ID, then I will be able to see the Copy command pop up. When I click on that command, my token ID will be saved to my clipboard. I can then store it anywhere I want. After this, I will go back to the Rarity.tools homepage of the NFT collection I'm looking at. Once I get here, I will click into the ID lookup search bar in the top left. Now, I will paste the token ID that I copied from OpenSea. Next, I'll click on the lookup button that is immediately to the left of the search bar. If you do this, the rarity score box will pop up. This box gives me all the necessary data for this specific NFT. A few stats are very important and I must pay attention to them. First is the overall rank of my specific NFT out of all NFTs in the collection. For example, if my NFT is ranked 200 out of 2000 NFTs, then that is a decent rank. Next will be the specific traits of the NFT that add the most to the total NFT score. These are traits with high rarity. Also, I will find a particular trait that boosts the score more than any other trait. This information can help me set my prices for the secondary market. Now that I have so much information to work with, I can make my purchase decision accordingly. I do not need to visit 100 websites or ask random strangers on the internet for their opinions. I can do all of this by myself, and the best part is that the research is free. Rarity.tools also has an upcoming releases calendar that you can check out to see if you can win the race to some hot new NFT collections. But as I have mentioned before, you should be careful about these drops. It is very possible that most of them might fail. Once again, just apply the 5 criteria to see if the collection is worth anything. Or follow the tutorial and let Rarity.tools do it for you. Another powerful tool to check out while you are using Rarity.tools is the Properties tool, below the NFTs on OpenSea. The box will show you which traits the NFT has and exactly how rare each of those traits really is. If you are looking for something that is truly rare, then choose a trait that is lower than 1%. This is a feature shared between Rarity.tools and OpenSea. If you are an NFT flipper and want to resell your NFTs, then what you should do here is find NFTs that have a high rarity score but also a relatively lower price on OpenSea. This may seem like a very difficult task, but with the right tools at your disposal, anything is possible. A common piece of advice that NFT experts give is that you should try and bid on the price of an NFT instead of buying it directly. By engaging in a bidding war, you are already creating a demand for it in the secondary market. People will want to know why you placed so many bids on this NFT. This anticipation will create value for you that will turn into future profits. Now, while I strongly suggest that you always use Rarity.tools for your research, please note that you need to do some thinking on your own as well. The information will be presented in front of you, but a website cannot tell you how your current situation fits in with this information. You need to assess your finances and your requirements if you want to earn profits from NFT flipping. Of course, everything takes patience, and with Rarity.tools, you will save on a lot of time and effort. You will find other tools in the market as well, but they are all mostly copies of the same thing. Do not confuse yourself with so many options and only go for the best. Click on this video to learn how to sell NFTs. Before you click, subscribe to my channel. Like and share this video if you think that I have done a good job explaining Rarity tools to you. I hope to see you again in my next upload. Goodbye.